Michael Collins takes us back to that first day and brings us through the years.
It's February 9th, 1948, and only a handful of Cincinnatians are in on the revolution that's taking place over at WLW. As Ohio's first television station goes on the air full-time. With only 1,000 sets in the area, few saw that first day of broadcasting, which lasted exactly 3 hours and 17 minutes.
NBC Television.
By April, WLWT, then Channel 4, became NBC's first network affiliate outside of New York.
Presented by NBC from the studios of WLW Television here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yes, folks, from the center of the Midwest, from the rolling hills of the Ohio Valley, from Cincinnati, Ohio, it's your Midwestern Hayride. We want you all to join
us. And the Midwestern Hayride, a show that went on the air that very first week, became so popular, by 1951 it was a network show itself and would remain a part of Cincinnati until 1972.
The 50-50 Club, starring Ruth Lyons.
Next line, stand by on 2 is on to 2.
It's fun to get together, fun to get together, fun to get together every day at 12 o'clock.
Right from the start, WLWT was a major player, producing as many as 24 live television shows a week. 60,000 people a year would come to sit in the audience, and that building on the corner of 9th and Elm was considered the big time. In Salt Lake City now, Nick Clooney remembers what it was like.
After WCPO and then WKRC came on the air and were doing much lower budget material, that is to say they'd put a disc jockey like Paul Dixon on the air and just have him spin records, and you would see the picture of him spinning records. WLW was always trying to do productions, Boy Meets Girl, and special kinds of, and Morning Matinee, and then 50 Club, which became 50-50 Club.
Now I want to hear you do a commercial.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh. I don't do...
well, go ahead and do one.
Okay, let's see. Which one do you want me to
do?
Gleam toothpaste. Gleam toothpaste. It was quite remarkable, but we should not have been surprised because WLW Radio had done the same thing back in the 30s. They had decided that they were going to be as good as the networks, and WLW Television decided from the very beginning that it would be as good as the networks, and that it would, in fact, originate network programming, which, as you know, they sometimes did.
Channel 5 would also originate sports programming. Red Thornburg gave the play-by-play for the first Cincinnati televised Reds game on September 21st, 1947.
Well, it was terrific because everybody was looking at the damn cameras. We had 2 cameras, and all I had to do was point. I'd point to this guy, and I'd point to that guy, and that's the way they'd take the pictures.
Color Television Week in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Channel 5 was broadcasting in color even before most people had TV sets in 1954. The first to broadcast ball games in color, and the first to televise a night ball game. It also gave Cincinnati its first nighttime newscast, and no newscaster had more credibility than Peter Grant.
Extra alarm fires attack.
He worked 7 days a week for many years. And I once said to him, Pete, why'd you do that? And he said, I always sort of tried to arrange my personal affairs so they would accommodate the station's needs.
And if radio made Ruth Lyons a star, television made her a legend, as it did.
Oh, baby!
Today, David Letterman will say this show was his inspiration, and no one could work an audience like Dixon.
You watch this dumb thing?
Yeah.
Isn't this the dumbest show you ever seen?
Yeah.
How old are you?
3.
What's my name?
Paul, baby.
Why do you watch this show?
I don't know.
And it all began right here on February 9th, 1948. And surprisingly, those who were here from the start had no idea the revolution had begun.
It was a legend, and we didn't know it. Right? We didn't realize it, but it was.
Michael Collins, News Channel 5 Tonight.